Imagine discovering a hidden side to your favorite celebrities not on screen, but on paper. Turns out, some stars aren't just about autographs, they're penning everything from gripping memoirs to imaginative fiction. Stick around as we dive into their stories and see how stars shine through their words. Don't forget to hit like if you're as curious as we are to uncover what these familiar faces are sharing in the chapters of their own books. So you've seen them on the big screen, heard their music, or watched them on TV, but have you ever pictured them with a pen in hand, crafting stories? It's a whole different ballgame when these familiar faces dive into the world of words. And trust me, it's as thrilling as any blockbuster. Take Prince Harry, for instance. Most of us know him as the Duke who's always under the royal spotlight, but did you know he's also an author? In his book, Spare, Harry opens up like never before, sharing personal stories that reveal the pressures and challenges of royal life. It's more than just a memoir, it's a peek behind the palace doors. He doesn't just share the glitz and glam, you get the raw, unfiltered reality of his life, and it's as real as it gets. Then there's Michelle Obama, a name synonymous with grace and strength. In her book, Becoming, she takes us on a journey from her childhood in Chicago all the way to the White House. It's not just about her time as the First Lady. This book lets you into her world, showing you her challenges, her triumphs, and her moments of self-discovery. It's like sitting down with her over a cup of coffee, listening to her story, feeling inspired by her wisdom and warmth. Moving on, Chris Harrison, who you might know as the host of The Bachelor, surprised everyone with his novel, The Perfect Letter. It's a romance that's as enthralling as the rose ceremonies he's famous for. The story revolves around a book editor caught in a love triangle, filled with secrets and decisions that could change everything. It's Chris's way of taking the dramatic flair we see on TV into the pages of a book, making us root for love, just like we do on his show. Lauren Conrad, famed for her role in the Laguna Beach and The Hills, also turned her reality TV experiences into a best-selling novel, La Candy. It's a juicy, behind-the-scenes look at the life of a young girl who becomes an overnight celebrity. Through her character's eyes, we see the shimmering highs and the challenging lows of Hollywood life. Lauren's book is like a backstage pass to fame, showing that the real drama happens off-camera. And let's not forget Hugh Laurie, yes, Dr. House himself, who wrote The Gun Seller. It's an action-packed thriller with humor and intrigue at every turn. Think of it as Dr. House leaving the medical mysteries behind for some espionage excitement. Hugh brings his wit and intelligence into writing, crafting a story that's as smart as it is entertaining. These stars have shown that they're not just about memorizing scripts or performing on stage, they're storytellers too, with the power to move us, not just with their performances, but with their words. Each book lets us step into their shoes, seeing the world through their eyes, and trust me, it's a page-turning experience. So next time you're looking for a new book to get lost in, why not pick one from a face you love seeing on screen? You might just find yourself hooked on their words as much as their performances. After diving into the unexpected literary talents of some familiar faces, let's keep turning the pages to uncover even more about how these celebrities weave their personal experiences into their narratives, setting the stage for the genres and new voices we'll explore next. Let's start with Elliot Pige, whose memoir Page Boy invites us into his deeply personal journey through Hollywood's dazzling yet demanding glare. Elliot shares his struggles and triumphs with such honesty that it feels like you're right there with him, navigating the highs and lows. It's not just a story, it's a powerful reflection on identity and acceptance, told with the courage we've always admired in him. Next up is Britney Spears, who recently took the pen into her own hands with The Woman in Me. Britney's book is like a heart-to-heart conversation where she lays it all out, the peaks, the pitfalls, and everything in between of her sensational life. Through her words, we see not just the pop princess, but the real Britney, someone who's fought battles both public and private, showing us the strength behind the spotlight. Switching gears to Matthew Perry, whose memoir, Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing, provides a raw and unfiltered look at his life, especially during his time on one of the world's most beloved sitcoms. Matthew's candid recount of his challenges with addiction and fame allows us to see a side of him far removed from the laughter we're used to. His story isn't just about the struggles, but also about finding moments of genuine joy and recovery. Paris Hilton also offers us a glimpse behind the velvet ropes with Paris the Memoir. Known for her glamorous life, Paris discusses the not-so-glamorous pressures of growing up in the public eye. Her memoir peels back the layers of her constructed persona to reveal the complexities of her real life, challenging our perceptions and inviting us to understand the person behind the persona. Now that we've seen how personal experiences shape the stories celebrities tell, let's dive into the variety of genres they explore, showing us there's no limit to how they can captivate us beyond the camera or stage. Chita Rivera brings the rhythm of Broadway into the literary world with her memoir, Chita, a Memoir. It's not just a recount of her spectacular career, but a melody of moments that share how her heritage shaped her path. Reading Chita's story feels like watching a vibrant dance of words, full of passion and history, reminding us how life itself can be a grand performance. In a different tune, Willie Nelson turns his songwriting into storytelling with Energy Follows Thought, the stories behind my songs. It's like sitting around a campfire with Willie as he strums his guitar. Each chapter a new song, telling tales of what inspired his iconic tracks. His book blends music and memories, giving us a backstage pass to the soulful stories behind his melodies. Then we have Barbra Streisand, who in My Name is Barbara, offers a symphony of her own, detailing her journey in a way that only she could. Her memoir is more than just an autobiography, it's an intimate concert, with each page a note that plays to the rhythm of her extraordinary life. Barbara opens up about the highs and lows, the applause and the quiet moments, crafting a narrative as compelling as her music. These stars use the written word to show us new worlds, much like they've always done in their public careers, but in a more personal, introspective way. Whether it's through the dramatic flair of a Broadway legend, the heartfelt tunes of a country singer, or the powerful voice of a music icon, their books invite us into their lives with the warmth and depth of old friends catching up. As we close this chapter on celebrities turned authors, it's clear their ability to tell stories transcends mediums, proving that whether on screen, on stage, or on the page, they have fascinating tales to tell. We've journeyed through the pages penned by stars you've admired on screens and stages. Each book, a new world crafted from the depths of their experiences. Liked what you heard? Drop a comment, share your thoughts, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the lives beyond the limelight. Share this video to spread the word.